Okay, talking about the actors, they came by me through a very exhausting and very constricting type of situation because we started out with a general ad and then we put a casting call out together. And I've noticed that, and I'm putting myself in the actor's shoes, the shoes of the people that's looking for these type of jobs. I've noticed that they probably combed through all the ads and everything, then boop, they stopped at ours. And we had a tremendous response to the coming to trying to cast for this thing. We had more than 300 people, like in the first week immediately, come through. And I guess they kind of, what caught everyone's attention, I believe, was the poster. I mean, it wasn't the greatest poster, but it made the point. Actually, in that poster, that's our actress, Son V. She actually wasn't even near for that picture. I actually took that picture from another photo because she also sings and she was on stage, and I took that off out of that picture and then put it into a 3D rendering of a hallway, and I kind of tilted it. And I just slapped it together, and people, the response was crazy. You know, I've had people come through here and they were arguing, wanting the part. I've had people like get mad at me because they didn't get the part. It's been crazy though, but through all the people that we picked, sorry, all the people that we went through, we picked, you know, actually, I believe the cream of the crop. Briefly go through everybody. Carl Jones is, he's a producer as well. I've known Carl for a little over 10 years now. He used to produce dance shows. Around the same time, I was doing stuff for Channel 17, and we kind of like maintained the relationship through the whole time. Shalia Henry, I actually met her through Facebook because, you know, Shalia, don't kill me for saying this, but she is definitely a Facebook hound. She got tons and tons of pictures. And the thing about it I like is they always a different look. I said, this can't be the same girl. I mean, she take one picture, 2 days later, it's a different picture, different outfit, different hairstyle. I'm like, come on. 2 hours later, there's another picture. I'm like, what the is going on? You know? And I got to know her just by I complimented on one of her pictures. And as I got to know her, she told me that she sings, she does poetry, and then we professionally became friends. And that's the end of the story. She came through, everything is fine. And not, I don't regret ever meeting her. It's funny, but she do have a lot of pictures. Girl, you got a lot of pictures. I could talk about Stephen Settle. I've actually met Stephen at his job, whatever, because my mother used to frequent there a lot. She plays a lot of bingo and everything. And I go up there and hang out with the guys and everything. And Steve and I, when we first met, we were like two ships in the night. He would stay there, do his job. I walk back to the kitchen, give me a glass of water, come back, won't say nothing. And eventually we clicked on a lot of subjects, video games, movies, the crazy customers that's in the bingo hall and everything. And we piqued each other's brain where it's like we talked about imaginative things and then it came together and then we really became a good bond of being able to talk to him. He's like a brother to me and I can talk to him about things, we can bounce things off each other. And the role he's playing in the movie is like so perfect for him because man, he got that like, did you just fucking do that attitude? He has that type of crazy attitude, you know, and I love it, and it brings personality. Moving on, Guy Wellman actually saw him. He actually auditioned for the part, and he came to audition. We actually sent him a script and everything. He did pretty well. He came right here on this same stage. He did the script and everything. Pretty cool. We did some research on Guy, and I appreciate all the productions he's been in, and I appreciate just how far he would go into a production. He's done some pretty extreme things. Like what sold me on Guy is I saw a video of him, and he was in a different movie, and he actually did his own stunt where he actually let people throw him off a moving speedboat into the water while he's tied up. And I was like, I looked at my other people on my staff. I was like, yo, this guy, he's okay. Kim Bada, for instance, another young lady, I met her and she has a very perky attitude. She also came to audition. She's very good with her diction. She's has the look I'm looking for, and she's always excited no matter where we go, no matter what type of weather is outside. She's always, what are we doing next? And we need that, and I love her energy. Son V is another person that I feel the same way about. You know, she's like a kid sister to me. She definitely is a very, very, very talented person. She sings. She's been on shows like The X Factor. She's done things. She was also an extra in a Jason Statham movie that was out recent. I forget. He had so many movies. I forgot what it was. I don't know if it was the one. Oh man, what was the one where he had to get the drug out of something? He had to do everything. Speed or not Speed? Cranked. I don't know if she was in that movie, or whatever. But I know that she's been around, and she does modeling for so many magazines and so much print work. And I'm glad she was able to like step down off of a cloud and really help us out in this picture. I'm really glad that she is aboard with us. Did I forget anything? Carol Kasser, I spoke about her earlier, and she is a wonderful children's book author as well as a doctor in many fields, a doctor in education. And I used to work with her on her radio show. I was an engineer for her. And we would record, the funny thing about Carol, we would record her shows. And then I would have to do some serious editing because she never really was into that situation, but we pulled it off. And then if you check her out, you can check out Carol at bubblythebooklady.com. And she is a wonderful author as well as a children's presentator. I'm trying to think who else I forget. Oh yeah. How can I forget? Daryl Shanks. Daryl Shanks is a wonderful gentleman, and he came to audition as well. He did his actually own audition of another production that he did. He did his own monologue here that we were pretty impressed with. I met Daryl. He actually was here before the audition started, before anybody got to the studio, and before anybody got to the stage and everything. Daryl was already sitting outside in the rain actually, and I looked at him and I said, man, this dude's kind of dedicated because it's raining, and you know when it's raining outside, when it rains, you all right there, buddy? Yeah. You all right there? Do we got to do CPR on the cameraman? Yeah. All right. Anyway, anyway, Daryl came through, and he had that look that we wanted, and he was very intrigued about the script and everything. He's actually the main person that always asks to turn around. Where's the script? Where's the script? Can I see the script? Can I see the script? You know, kind of like the little puppy in the old Tex Avery films when the little doggy was George. You know, he kind of put me in the mind like that though. So I'm glad that he's aboard too, whatever. I'm glad for like all of our cast and everybody that came through, and trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Carl Shaluya, Guy, Carol, Daryl, Kim. Oh, yeah, of course, and me. I got a small role. To give you a little peek on what's going on, I'm going to make sure I get killed off real fast. I have to get behind the camera, so I'm not going to be one of those prima donnas where I got to direct and be in front the whole time and make sure the camera's on me. So we're going to have a lot of fun when we produce this film. So keep checking back with us, and we'll keep you updated.